Welcome to Win the City Wisdom, produced by New Acropolis. New Acropolis is a school and community dedicated to living philosophy. Philosophy that is connected to life. My name is Yadira, a student volunteer, and with me here is Gilad Sommer, director and teacher at the New Acropolis School in Chicago. And as you can see, we have a special guest today. Thank you for joining us today. So I'm happy to introduce Denis Bricnet. Denis has been a philosopher at New Acropolis for more than 40 years. He founded the New Acropolis School in Canada in 1988, and today he is the regional coordinator for our schools in North America. Denis graciously agreed to come here and answer some questions we have about New Acropolis and the philosophical path. So we have a few questions. Gilad, what was the question that you would like to start with?
First of all, welcome, Denis. It's nice
Thank
to have
you.
you here. Well, we talk a lot about New Acropolis here in this show, and I thought maybe you can tell us a little bit about what the New Acropolis is from your perspective.
Okay, so I think it's quite easy. You have to go to the website, you look at the first page, and you can read that New Acropolis is an international organization, a school of philosophy that promotes culture and practices voluntarism. So meaning what? Meaning it says it all, and at the same time it says nothing, because culture is interesting, voluntarism is interesting, so we have to say something else. And I would like to say something else.
Something else?
Yeah, something
Okay.
else. We say Acropolis, New Acropolis. There is new and there is Acropolis. Acropolis means the highest part of the city. And in our philosophy, the city is us, a human being. So at the question, what is New Acropolis? I'm going to give an answer. I am New Acropolis. You are New Acropolis.
Okay.
You are New Acropolis. So because the idea is not, okay, culture and so on is quite interesting. Now the idea is within each of us, within our being, there is the highest part in our consciousness. And in that part, there is our identity. And through our identity, we can think of a good and good, interesting life. So this is Acropolis. We are Acropolis. Why new? New because, okay, we need to discover this higher part. We need to climb toward it. So this is why we're philosophy. Philosophy means that, a path to your inner identity in order for each of us to become a true human being, not artificial human being, a true human being. That's what I would say. Yeah.
So you mentioned a higher part inside ourselves, and I think a lot of people, Yadira, can recognize that they have this kind of best self. It's a very common concept. But a lot of people have a problem or challenge connecting to that best self. Any advice in that?
Well, I don't know advices. I would say, well, we are interested in philosophy, Eastern and Western philosophies in our humankind history. So the advices are within the wisdom of East and West that made the history of consciousness, awareness, or philosophy. So this is the point. I don't agree totally in that idea that people are knowing somehow their highest part within their consciousness. I don't think so. I think precisely this is a trap. We think that we know ourselves. Yeah, part of this kind of knowledge. But as a matter of fact, no. We need, according to philosophies and wisdoms humankind history, we need to connect with our past ancestors in order to draw back the experiences of human being and to know what is it a human being. That's the only way for us to feel that we can gain freedom somehow in order to be able to build our life. So this is the point. So I think that now we need a path. We need to recover the experiences of our past ancestors, our father, mother, grandma, grandpa, and so on.
So you're saying that path or to the higher self is not an individual one, right? So you have to kind of align with the path that is already there in some other people or ancient cultures.
Somehow, yes. Somehow, yes. But also it's very intimate. Mm-hmm. Because we are the owner of our own consciousness. So the first step that is necessary is to become aware of that. Mm-hmm. Consciousness is not enough. At some point, it is totally useless. That's enough to look at our modern world. So we are always talking of critical thought, of consciousness, to become more conscious and so on. No, the fact is not that, it's to become aware of ourselves, where we are now, because it's a starting point. Mm-hmm. If I want to know myself better, so what is the starting point? Me, here and now.
Yes.
So this is a starting point. And then from this point, I can reflect and say, what should I do? How can I improve myself? This is not the right word to say, the right way to say it, to improve oneself. Well, anyways. So yeah, it's self-improvement, but we cannot be self whatever, without the others. Mm-hmm. So it's at the same time me and the others. At the same time the others and me, which is a philosophical vision with what? Mm-hmm.
And do you think anyone can be a philosopher?
Oh, yeah, of course. I think that anyone was born philosopher.
Okay.
Because to be a philosopher is to love nature, is to love the laws of nature, is to love somehow, it is to love that mystery of nature. Meaning, you know what, in the spiritualities, in many texts of spirituality, there is one definition of the mystery. The mystery is there. We are a mystery. Nature is a mystery. It's there. So we are facing and experiencing a life that is here. So it's a mystery because we don't know how this arrived, how this came into existence. I say Egyptian and the scarab to come into existence. But this is something very interesting to come into existence. We have to come into existence, not just to be alive here like animals. No, we are human beings with consciousness. We are here to do something, individually and collectively. That's impossible nowadays to look at the news and to feel good.
Yes.
I feel good because I have my hamburger. I feel good because I can drink my Coca-Cola. I feel good. With the drone, I'm using drone in order to do this and that at 1,000 kilometers away. I feel good. I go back to my family and look at TV set. I feel good. No, we cannot feel good. We are in a time of crisis. That's true. That's enough. We know that. So we cannot think, okay, I want to be happy. No. I need to be joyful. Happy? No. Happiness is really superficial. But that true inner joy, because I feel I'm a human being, and I'm not losing my life, because I know I'm going to die sometime.
Yes.
So I want to fulfill my life as a human being, not as a human, not a human thing, let's say, artificial human being. That's no.
A lot of people feel that, and I hear what you're saying, a lot of people are feeling that they don't have control over their lives, that they want to be more conscious of themselves, but all these distractions outside are making it more difficult. Anything you want to say about that?
To say about what?
So a lot of people are feeling that they may try to know themselves, like you mentioned,
Yeah.
but there are so many distractions outside, so many noises, that it's very hard to be with yourself.
Yeah. I do agree.
Okay.
So the point is, what should we do? First, to become aware of that situation. I think that's very easy. I don't need a master, I don't need a teacher in order for me to become aware that something is wrong in my life. That, okay, I think I'm free, but at the end I'm not totally free because I'm always stuck in these kind of various problems and so on. So it's the first thing to do is to become aware of where am I, personally speaking, individually speaking. And then to look at somewhere, because we need help. We need help. This is why we said school of philosophy. I don't like the term school because in the vision of the people, the school is really
Boring.
yeah, exactly.
Write your notes.
Yeah, exactly. And they here and to take notes. And this is school in the traditional sense of the term. It's a place where we can learn, we can receive instruction. To be instructed in English, is that to be like because I want to construct my life, but to construct my life I need a prerequisite to be instructed. So what's a good perspective to say? Okay, listen, come to the school of philosophy in the classical manner. It's not a school like pupils or I don't know what. It's really a live place where it's really possible to receive a lot of knowledge, to receive a lot of perspective, and also to share life. Because the school of philosophy is not intellectual, it's practical, because it's life. In philosophy, in the traditional manner, means, okay, how we need to learn how to live. Live life. Huh? Live. Huh? We need also. That's very interesting. I mean, how many years you said I was in Acropolis? I'm very happy. And I can tell you that I'm going to stay in Acropolis until
forces of nature tell you otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
So, following up on what you just said, you've been in Acropolis for more than 40 years. So what keeps you in the school? I think, people can say, studying for a few years, something is interesting.
Yeah. Now, first of all, I was not in this kind of state of mind, thinking myself that, okay, now I have arrived, I think this is a good place, so I'm going to stay all my life. No. On the contrary, I was looking always with a critical thought, thinking that, okay, is that good? Is it going to develop in the best way, in the interesting way, or not? I was aware that, okay, if something is wrong, if something doesn't fit my own perspective, I will. So the question is why I'm still here? Because it's working. Because it is working, and because it is evolving. It's not rigid. It's plastic, it's elastic, it's life. And no, that's very interesting. This is what, And also, I can add something. It's if we find something that is essential, that you think it's essential, not just you feel, you think it's essential, also you feel it's essential. And also, by practicing it, you see that it is helping around us, people. So you say, well, it's essential, so why should I live? As long as it's essential, as long as it's working. Yeah, it's working. And your Acropolis is growing worldwide. Really, it's growing with people, with human beings. Yeah.
And the whole year that you've been, in the school, you've seen a lot of people come and go. what are the reasons why people come for the first time to New Acropolis?
Or
Common reasons.
first by curiosity. So this is very good. Philosophy starts by curiosity. So I want to know. So if there is a good poster, a good advertising, so then wow, what is it all about? I will go there to see by curiosity. So a good lecture, something. I meet people and so on, and maybe curiosity doesn't last too long. So curiosity may be developed or enlarged by attraction. So, wow, I'm attracted. So that guy says something in that lecture that's quite interesting. I'm attracted. And then interest. So if there is the interest, okay, I stay. And I follow the life of the Acropolis. And then I see, is it a good shoe for me? It's still a good shoe for me? Or not? We'll see. I think that what is very important in New Acropolis is people can come and can leave. So it's not the place where, okay, you came once and you are going to die there. See? No. Yeah.
So our audience can obviously hear your French accent and your French style also. What does New Acropolis do to be able to work with people with so many different styles, nationalities? Because we have schools, we're an international school that has schools in the US, in France, in Europe, in Africa, in Asia.
Many countries.
Yeah, so what about the format of New Acropolis, the structure, the teachings, what do you think helps us sort of touch so many people in different places around the world?
I think that it is the vision of what is a human being. So in our vision, we think that there is no different human being according to the different culture and civilization. So yeah, there are peculiarities. Yeah, that's very interesting. It's a diversity. It's very interesting. But there is also a unity, and the unity is a human being. So when we say, for instance, in English, to behave, so we put first to be, and then to have. So for us, there is a unique, universal definition of what is a human being. So that's quite easy then, because we are looking at culture, civilization, history, and so on, philosophies, and we see by the studies that, forms are different. It's various forms, shapes, and so on, but the essence is the same. The essence is the same. This is why comparative philosophy is key nowadays. It's not just to read the philosophy of Orientalist philosophy and then I don't know which other philosophy, and to feel, okay, now I know. I'm someone who knows. No, it's to draw and to look at, to become aware that, no, there is a universal wisdom. It's not a vision, a fake vision of the spirit, of the mind. No. It's science. It is scientific.
And now that you study a lot of philosophies, what are the common ideas on the philosophies that you have studied?
With some common ideas.
Okay. So I have to say spiritual philosophies. So because we are interested in spiritual philosophies. And also on the side, non-philosophical, non-spiritual philosophies. Because we have to know better the history of humankind. So yeah, I would say something, but maybe I shouldn't say it. Should I? Could I? I don't know. Maybe it's going to be. Now, can I?
I don't know what you want to say, but as long
so
as
there is a common element that in the human being there is something that is immortal. That the identity of human being, the true identity of human being, is not artificial. It's not a product of algorithms, for instance. It's not a product of I don't know which kind of machine. No, there is within the human being something that is universal, that is immortal. So I'm not using immortal sour, but something that is immortal. And this is what defines truly our identity. This is why nowadays people are not dissatisfied. So I think that we can find people, and these people are precisely the people who come in New Acropolis and who stay, acting, doing something at the service of humankind. So, but at the beginning is I want to do something, I want to be part of changing the situation, but I'm also dissatisfied. I'm dissatisfied when I'm looking at how is our modern society, which is materialistic. So if inside there is a call inside, that there is a call inside, I feel that there is something within me, like the voice of the silence, why not? And the voice of the silence, that is telling me somehow by dreams or by, I don't know what, intuition or I don't know what, that something's wrong. And we have to do something. But for that, we have to find companions, brother and sister, philosophical. And also a place that is acting not just in my country, but worldwide, because the problem is a planetary problem. Planetary?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Worldwide.
I'm French, so what can I say?
And I think that's a very important difference in what we do in New Acropolis, right? Because we all are exposed to the news or whatever social media you see. And I think my personal view is New Acropolis, we not only observe the news, right? We try to act on something. Whether it's going and helping clean the beaches or go to a pet shelter or welcoming new members, but we are not observers.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people feel that they are helpless, that there's nothing they can do. There's a certain sense of the world is ending, a doomism, a kind of doomism. The world is ending and there's nothing we can do about it. But we're offering an alternative. Yeah, we're saying there is something you can do. It may not be as dramatic and it won't change the world in 1 minute, in 1 second, but there is something you can do.
Who knows? Maybe, it's going to change the world in 1 second or 1 minute because we cannot see the effect. So no, I think that one drop of water can make the ocean. With No, I think no. There is a trap. The trap is okay. You are alone. See, you are alone. No, you can do nothing because we are alone. What can I do? I'm alone. So what can I do? This is a trap. At the same time, have Facebook and a lot of friends. So I'm not alone. So it's a discrepancy here. No. So no. We have to work. But the first work, not the first. In principle, I would say, not chronological, because we have to be global. But the first work is to observe oneself, because I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. So my imperfections don't help to solve the problem in the world, but my perfection may, if I use them, may be helpful for this task of helping others and to do something in our life. So we have to observe oneself and to look at what is good inside me, what qualities I have, not divine qualities, but qualities I have, and also what the defects I have. And then to mobilize my qualities in order to fight, to transmute, to progress in my defects. So this is the philosophical attitude and also practice. And that way, if let's say after a few months, I can observe myself and say, oh, I have progress a little bit, just a little bit, a drop. But that drop is going to be good in my action for helping around the other.
To be the solution and not to be part of the problem.
Someone said that.
Yes. Yeah, I think that it helps to know that we can make a change, that by changing ourselves, and I think that's a big part of our approach to the work in the political sphere, we can say, is that by changing ourselves, by making these small changes that you're referring to, we actually can change the world.
Yeah, exactly. This is why we need a path. We do need a path. I would say initiative path, because it's to be someone else. I want to become better. I need to see me better. And for that, I have obviously I need to know what is good, what is not that good, and what is bad within me, and to work on that.
Yadira, you had a question that you wanted to ask.
Some people, they go for religion to be better, to also give back to society. What do you think is different New Acropolis from religions or religious organizations?
But it's a spirituality. It's not a religion. Because when we are in that state of mind, religious state of mind, it's not bad. But we are expecting that divine power would help you to do something and to transform. In philosophy, as we are defining it, it's you. You are already free. Okay. So you can, if you want to change, you have to do what is necessary. Don't wait for divine forces or power to say, oh, I like you, because you pray so much. So I'm going to help you. No. Help yourself. I would say.
Do you think that philosophy can help us be happier?
I think that to be happy or to find the quest for happiness is not sufficient. It has to be defined. I think that the best thing is to feel inside with a great joy, because I know that I'm not perfect, I'm perfectible, but what I'm doing is a service to humankind. So now happiness, it will come after happiness. But first, action, right action. You see in Buddhism, the sevenfold bidule. No?
So it's not to look for being happy, but to
become happy. But be happy, like the song. Be happy. So act in your life. Yeah, we have to act for yourself and for your community. So we are one humanity.
Happiness is a byproduct of your action.
Yeah, exactly. Bravo. I do like this. No, really, I do like that. Right. I'm going to use it again. Thank you very much.
So if I understand you correctly, you're saying don't think about being happy, think about being of service, of improving yourself, of being a better example to other people, and happiness will come. Yeah,
because when you are looking in the eyes of someone else because you have helped that person, you see a light, you see life, you see something that will enter in your heart, and then you will feel joy. So you will be happy to feel joy because you have served and you are someone who has acted for a new, not just a new, but also a better world. This is it.
So Denis, I really want to thank you for coming here today to share a little bit of your experience and insight with us, and to show a different experience and a different perspective about what New Acropolis is, what is philosophy. And I really enjoyed this conversation. So thank you very much.
Thank you for being our first guest of the show. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
And thank you for joining us today for Win the City Wisdom by New Acropolis Chicago. Feel free to check our website and our social media pages, which is www.nachicago.org or New Acropolis Chicago at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And if you like what we are talking about here and would like to know more about New Acropolis, check our social media website to find out our events, upcoming events. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions, please feel free to write to newacrochicago@gmail.com. And again, thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you again next episode. Thank you.